So there's obviously a tension between faith and logic right now, given that the poem began with logic falling onto faith, colliding with faith in its path to its destination, logic hitting faith as it comes down to where it should be, colliding with faith, faith already in its place. Logic can't bend this. Faith. Logic cannot bend faith, as we said before. So, I edge out the mind, press on around thee to consummate vision of the deep. Or, so faith, logic can't bend this. I edge out the mind, press on around thee to consummate vision of the deep. Or, H, a red winking neon, NIJS, make sunny side of my, the black button. Think of theory, be only this. O, airy R, WLD. I hedge, O, red winking neon, logic. So when I think of red winking neon, I think of a stoplight, a red light saying, stop, hold up. So I wonder if there's some type of danger falling, as the poem will state later, falling into this bottomless chasm of sorts. Some type of danger, some type of warning against something. Think around the bend of theory. I step to the idea, edge elegantly, and oh, so ultimately, not just any watered down walking out, but a fine wine of leave taking. I imagine a kind of premeditated, well thought out approach to faith, approach to manifesting faith in the physical form, in this form of jumping off the rocker, right, off the ledge, taking that leap. I step to the idea, I imagine, of faith, edge elegantly, right, and also ultimately, not just any watered down walking out, not just stepping out blindly, not blind faith, but a fine wine of leave taking, a full body foregoing. So I'm fully diving into this, but I know what I'm doing. I'm not blindly following it upon the logic lip. No, I just can't make the usual sense anymore. No, I just can't deal with logic anymore. So I'll simply stride out of my mind. I'll just go. Press my foot firmly into the black. I know what I'm doing. Again, this is not a blind type of faith. This is not just any watered down walking out, but a fine wine of leave taking. I take that to mean that there is a contrast between pressing one's foot firmly into the black, all but bottomless chasm beyond the brink, and just any watered down walking out, right? Beyond the brink, around the bend, off the rocker, to leave behind only this consummate poem, this visionary, incorruptible transcript of the deeper world's one true word, faith. Then leap. I wonder, again, this idea of suicide comes to mind, this as a kind of interactive, mobile, suicide note of sorts, leaving behind this, having faith that there's something better. I'm not just doing this for no reason, but because of logic. This does not make sense to me anymore to put up with this burden of sorts. Does not make sense to me anymore. So I'll simply stride out of my mind, go beyond logic, step out of that confinement, press my foot firmly into the black. Firmly, I'm doing this. My faith is strong. As strong as my firm foot, right? As strong as my footprint into the black, my step into the black, all but bottomless chasm beyond the brink. It's not bottomless. There's something more to gain. It's everything but bottomless from this suicide. It feels so dark thinking that way, but that's just how my mind is functioning at the moment. From the way this person leaves behind this consummate poem, this perfect poem, all but bottomless chasm beyond the brink, around the bend, off the rocker, yippee. So there's a type of happiness. Usually, I think of when you hear yippee, you think of um, old men diving off of airplanes, the Six Flags guy dancing, um, getting on the roller coaster, yelling yippee as he goes down, or little kids jumping off of the top of a slide for fun, or sliding down a pole. That's what I think of yippee. Happy, joy, exhilarating thoughts, right? Off the rocker, yippee. So I want to do this, to leave behind only this consummate poem, that you'll get an idea of what faith is and how logic confines faith, right? This visionary.